Hey, and welcome to another great day, another great show, another opportunity for us to talk, for us to enjoy each other's company, support each other, learn from one another. My name is Ronnie Jacobs. I am the presenter for the Ronnie J Show and also the founder for Cancer Africa charity. I wish you well. I hope that you are coping well today among all the different things that's happening in 2020 in this. I hope you can find some positive and positivity and be a voice and make a difference in whatever you do. Today we're going to talk about believing in your dream. I identified and wanted to talk about this topic because of a few things, and I always like to start with it talking about a story about myself. So before I do that, we're going to have the amazing Esther with us today. We're also going to have Julie Morris, Chuks Uwaechia, and Bunmi Osiberu. They'll be talking and using their own examples and their life experiences to try and help us to talk about how we can believe in our dream. And one of the reasons why I brought this topic up is because I remember years back when I had a vision to do something, and pursue my dream and do what I'm doing now in terms of all the various activities and events and passion and stuff. And people who were quite close to me, a few people who were quite close to me, didn't believe in me, and they just told me not to do it, And when anytime I tried to just talk about it, I found out that some few friends and people who were close, quite close, and they just thought, nah, man, Ronnie, just stick to what you're doing. You got a good job. You're doing that. You're doing this. You don't have to go and take any risk and I listened to those counsel and it kind of slowed me down a bit, because my momentum was kind of high to like drive on and go and gun ho and all that. But taking those feedbacks in, I didn't quite believe in the I didn't believe in the dream anymore. I didn't have that 100% belief that, listen, man, this is gonna work. I'm gonna make this happen and all that. So over time, when I really got, you know, I started to learn more and read more and empower myself more. That I started to believe more in my dream. And when I found what I now realize is that by going for that dream and by doing it, by making a success of it, making it to work, the same people or some of the same people who thought it wouldn't work were like, wow, so you did this thing. You really said that a long time ago that you were going to do it and it really made it happen. Wow, well done, man. Congratulations. And and I'm not saying that those guys at that time were wrong, but I'm just saying that at that particular time, they just didn't see the picture that I was seeing. So don't blame people for when you explain your vision to them and they don't get it and they don't run with you at that time, and you think that because they are negative people. No, no, it's just that sometimes the people that you want feedback from to give you encouragement or to give you some feedback to kind of reinforce your idea may just don't get it, and they can give you their own feedback or their own character and their own emotions and their own feelings could just be a 9 to 5 kind of thing. So you're asking a nine to somebody who believes in a 9 to 5 character to advise you on how to be a sole trader or a business person. It might not be the right platform to get that information from. So I think the beauty is you need to kind of get your mindset to believe in yourself first of all. Be passionate about what you believe in. Be passionate about this dream and be passionate about this your ability to do it. Because the passion in our ability to achieve what we want to achieve that I believe makes a difference. That I believe is what gives us the energy to continue. All right, let me give my guest a call. so we can talk about this more. We've got Chooks. We're expecting to talk to Chooks, and hopefully we should get him on Zoom as well if we can. But I'll give him a quick call so we can just talk about believing in your dream. I think it's quite important that you believe in that dream that you want to achieve. Because I always say something in it. If you don't believe in it, how do you expect other people to? If you don't have that much confidence that, listen, this thing I'm going to do, man, this thing is going to be, it's going to work and it's going to be fantastic and all that. If you don't have that confidence, it's quite difficult to get other people to, what's the word, to buy into it and to be that enthusiastic about, oh yes, oh this thing that you did, this idea that you've got, you know. All right, let's give Chooks a call before I keep rambling on, you know. This is good. Let's see. I turned that down a bit. Let's see, you know, let me try something else. Sorry everyone. Just trying some new technology, you know. I always try to implement something new each time to give us that extra. There we go.
Welcome to the O2.
Oops. Right. That's gone to voicemail. Anyway, so in talking about believing in yourself, I can think of a lot of examples and a lot of stories that has happened to me. And if I use my examples, if I use my stories to I hope that would help you. There was also a time I gave this story a long time ago, and it's a funny one actually. And I wanted to actually go. This was the first time I actually wanted to go into events. The very first time I thought, let me put an event together. You know, let me see how we can make this event possible. And I was like, well, let's go to this institution and then try and get this military base. It was a military base. So let's go to a military base and see how we can get the military to be involved with our programs. Oh my God. And it was like, Ronnie, you can't go to the military, you can't go to the barracks and all that business and all that. And I was like, why not? You know, we just go there, have a chat with the commander and all that. So we went there and it was a bit scary, you know, and this was actually in Nigeria when I went to look after my dad while he was sick. And we went into the commander base and it's all regimental and everything was all like straight lines and everything. And I was like, so we went there, got to this beautiful office and everything. And it was like, so what do you want, Mr. Jacobs? You know, I was like, okay. And I explained what I wanted to do. I think it was the passion in which I used to explain what I wanted to achieve that won that gentleman over. Because if I can recall, we're still mates till tomorrow. We still communicate, you know, and that energy, that belief that I had, you know, was what really got him over to think that, okay, let's do this, you know, let's make this happen. And it wasn't about money because there was no money involved. It was more like a cancer awareness program that will bring everybody, all the soldiers together, and let's do some testing, let's do some monitoring, let's share some information with them, and so that at least they'll be more aware, you know, and the women and the men will be more aware. That's what it was, and it was the first of its kind, and it was really successful. However, that was the very first time that I had put something like that together. There was a lot of, it was very stressful, but it really encouraged me. The belief in our dreams and the doubts that comes disappears. When you see yourself doing something, when you see yourself taking that action, you then find out that the doubt that you used to have about your abilities begin to disappear. The fear that you used to have about, can I really do this? Oops. Can I really do this? Those fears begin to disappear. And the confusion and the pain and maybe the voices, the voices that come to your mind and say, oh, can I really do this thing? Those voices, they gradually die out because you are building your confidence by doing. Somebody used to tell me this, that learning comes by doing. So the more you're doing it, the more you're doing it, the more you're learning, the more you're getting more confident, and the more you believe in that dream. Is it possible to just believe in your dream and have all that passion and all that energy right from the go? Is that possible or not? That is another question. Let me see. If I look at myself, yes, I have the passion, I have the belief that I can do this. I think now with the way I am now, I think yes, I can. If I have an idea, I run with it now. But I think that has come because of the confidence and the belief that I have built over the years in my ability to deliver. So that's the confidence that gives me that motivation and doesn't allow me to doubt if I can do it or not. And also the confidence that I don't give any power to mistakes. I think that's another huge part. I don't kind of concentrate my energy or fear about making a mistake or fear about what people are going to say if it doesn't work or if it works. So all this energy, negative energy, and all this energy that could make you to have doubts about yourself over time, those energies starts to fade away and starts to fade away and starts to fade away. And then you begin to build more and more confidence and belief that you can achieve what you want to achieve. You can do what you want to do. So that's the another thing. So I want to encourage you, though. I want to really encourage you that you don't kick yourself when things don't work out. If you have something that you believe in, and you believe that, okay, I've got this project. I wish above all things that you start a project and just start making noise about it. Digital platforms has given us the opportunity to start making noise about it. Just start this project, make a lot of noise. And after a while, it's a book I read, after a while, the noise you make starts to make sense. And after a while, people start to believe in the noise you make because the noise is real. Well, I use the word noise in context because I'm saying marketing noise, like, just blowing your trumpet everywhere. And because what you were saying it has got good value. So because of the good value at the beginning, it might just be like, you're just making a lot of noise, man. Just take it easy. But after a while, when people begin to understand the value in what you are producing, then what you are marketing no longer becomes noise, but it starts to make sense. And people start to buy into it. But if you don't start, I'm mixing a lot of different topics into this now because I really want to get this going. So just bear with me. If you don't believe in the dream, you don't start. If you don't start, you don't make progress. If you don't make progress, your confidence is down. If your confidence is down, you're just on the same level. So you can see that the whole process is just a vicious circle, and the vicious circle comes from your innermost self by believing. I believe that I can do this. I believe I can run as fast as Usain Bolt. I believe I can drive, so I'm going to go get my driver's license. I believe that I can, you know, have a good relationship, and then you start working on it. So that belief and that belief gives you the confidence, gives you the energy to do it. But you have to believe. It's like a very typical saying that they say in banks. If you approaching a bank manager to go and get a loan, you know this, don't you? He's gonna first ask you, how much of your money are you gonna put in the business? How much of your own money are you going to invest in that business? Now, if you don't invest your own money in the business, it's going to be very difficult for the bank manager to just give you, 100% free money because you're not putting anything in. When you put something in, Then he's going to say, hold on a sec, please. He's going to have more confidence and more belief that you believe in your business. Because, first of all, the first sign is if you're not putting money into your business, you're telling everyone that, listen, I don't believe in my business. If you're not putting your own time and your own effort and your own resources into your own business, you're saying to me that, oh, I don't have the confidence that this business is going to work. That's the impression that I would get. If you come to me and say, Ronnie, oh, are you going to help me? You're going to give me some. Another thing. If you're looking for people to give you advice and on a project, for example, you come to me and say, Ronnie, oh, Ronnie, can you help me and give me some feedback and some advice and all this? You get all that feedback and you get all that information and you take it away and you do nothing. And you come back again after 3 months, you haven't implemented anything new, you haven't made any changes. You come back again and you want the same person to give you more information, to spend more time. That ain't gonna work. Why is that not gonna work? Because you're taking away somebody's energy and you're just taking it because maybe and then you do nothing with it. You don't make no movement. You don't make no movement. It is the movement that you make, the progress that you make that gives your mental energy, pride, gratification. You know, all that pro steps. I have said a million times and I'll say it again and I'll always keep saying this. Never let anyone tell you that your dream is not good enough, that you can't achieve that dream, or because you have a dream, it's not going as fast as everybody else's dream is going, that your dream doesn't make sense. No. There is a time and season for everybody. There's a time and season for everything. So you do yours, you run your race, and I run my race. Everyone's got their own race to run. I repeat that. You have your race to run, I have my race to run. We are running at different pace. You might get there a long time before I get there. Glory be to God and thank God for you. But I am coming on my own journey and I'm taking my time, planning my steps, learning, making mistakes, falling, getting up, falling again, falling, getting up, and gradually making my steps to get there. Just like a plant, isn't it? You can't put the seeds on the floor and it'll grow overnight. But you have to believe. You have to believe that your seed will grow. You have to believe in your heart of hearts that, listen, this dream that I have, I'm going to dare myself. I'm going to push myself to achieve it. It's going to be hard. There's going to be challenges, family issues, relationship issues, money issues, weather issues, COVID-19. Everything is going to come and trying to kill that tree, that plant. All the weeds and all the grasses and all are going to come and try and take away the nutrient from that tree. But you just got to keep navigating your way. And I love the fact of navigating yourself through various challenges. I love the opportunity. Sometimes when I sit and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the programs and projects that I'm running, I just picture one thing. I picture the hospital that we're building in Africa. I picture people coming in there, getting free treatment, free education, enjoying themselves and smiling and walking away. When I picture that, I just smile again and go, wow. I can see the walls, I can see the doors, I can see the floor, I can see the receptionists, I can see the nurses and the doctors flying from different parts of the world coming to work there and help people. I can see all that. And when I see all that, I just smile again. I think, And that just gives me another motivating power that everything else around me that would have pulled me down or made me drained, I just becomes nothing. Because there is a bigger goal to where I want to get to. And I believe in that dream. And it's a belief that I have in that dream that encourages people to support the dream. And encourage even the workers to even work there and stay committed to the dream. All right. Fantastic, man. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Okay, let's give our lovely sister Esther a call and let's see how this goes. It's always fun, 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 fun. So well done, everybody. As I always say, it's always a pleasure, pleasure, pleasure talking with you. And I wish above all things that you do well. So just give us a minute while we take call Esther. Fantastic. One of the things about
Hey Ronnie,
hi Esther, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you. I was gonna say one of the things about a live show is you need to have a cup of water next to you. I didn't think
Oh, definitely.
I haven't got one today.
You crack me up.
I know. So I'm gonna kind of sneak out and take a little break and
How are
anyway.
you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Esther. I'm a business consultant and owner of a health, wellness, and beauty online business. I'm a mum and an educator as well.
Fantastic. Today we're talking about believing in your dream. I think I already know you believe in your dream because you've been at it.
Let's not go there. Yes,
So
definitely.
what's your opinion about this topic, please?
Um, I think definitely, we all dream, whether it's little dreams or big dreams, but I think never let go of what you dream about
Mm,
because um, there's always obstacles in your way and you will always find an excuse not to do it.
mm,
So I think it's really important if it's big enough, it will actually get you going more than you get yourself, I think.
mm.
Yeah, for sure.
But how big should we dream though? Can we big? Some people say that you should have dreams that are bigger than you can possibly imagine.
Absolutely. You can never be bigger than your dreams. That's the one thing that I've always learned.
Mm,
And it's like no matter how big your dreams, you're a living testament of that.
thank you.
And you can see a dream come into reality. And every time I choke up actually, because I always thought my dream was way too big
Mm,
and I couldn't get near it. And there's no absolute way.
mm,
And in a roundabout way, I've ended up exactly where I should be.
mm,
So it's like it happens when you least expect it. I mean, as you know, I'm very faith and spiritually led.
yeah.
So in everything that I do,
Mm,
I make sure that it's ethical for one, but also about giving back as well as making your dream a reality. And I'm in exactly that spot right now. So for me, I know never giving up on anything, especially if your dream is big enough and is important enough to you.
mm,
There's no way around that. You just keep going.
mm. What about when the challenges come to shake the foundations of that dream? Different challenges.
Uh, I've been through enough challenges that have come, and enough times I felt like quitting.
Mm,
I've prayed on it, cried on it to the point where it's like hollow. When you just have a deep rooted cry and just say, can I still be going on with this? Is
yeah.
it worth it?
Mm,
But then you look at the reason why you started on this path in the first place,
mm,
or you started challenging yourself and started going towards your dream
mm,
rather than away from it. I was going, for me personally, I was going away from the fear and going through it anyway. Because you will still be afraid. If it doesn't make you scared, it's not big enough.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
If it doesn't, it's true because what you're doing, I mean, I'm sure at one time you were thinking, yeah, okay, I'll try and da da da.
Of
But now
course.
it's the
Of course.
reality. What does it do? It keeps you going and going and going,
Mm,
you
mm,
know? And there's so many people that it's infectious, wanting to do the same, wanting to do better. And that's the beauty of it, of any dream.
mm,
And you're helping other people succeed in theirs and it becomes a reality for you.
mm, mm, mm. Man, I like the fact that you talk about helping other people to achieve theirs.
It's the only way I think in any dream, because no man's an island. You need
Mm,
people to help you, and you need, you want to be able to do things out of a selfless place. So
mm.
if you're genuinely helping other people achieve theirs, I think you get to yours at the same time.
But I tend to find that it makes me laugh sometimes when I see some
Mm.
people who are trying to achieve their dream
Yeah.
and don't want to share with anybody else how
Oh,
to help them to grow. And
mm,
they're kind of scared, insecure that,
mm.
oh, if I tell this person how to do this, they're going to just explode and they're going to do better than me and blah, blah, blah.
And does that matter? Does that matter?
It just
You
makes
know
me
what?
laugh.
I see that so much, Ronnie. I see it so much, and it's absolutely crazy.
Mm,
Because just think about helping somebody else. When you've helped them achieve, do you know how much joy that gives a person?
mm,
And to see somebody flourish and grow, and the more they grow, the better you get.
mm,
So
mm,
it's not a deficit to yourself. That's what they're not getting. But because of those insecurities, and I can't blame them fully because you don't know where they're coming from. And
mm,
that can never judge a person because you don't know where they're coming. Could have been they always had that self-talk in their life that you on amount to nothing, you can't do it, you can't this, you can't that. So much of programming that you have to reprogram your own brain, your own self, and get that self-esteem back. Able
mm,
to know, you know what, I will help a million people. I help people all the time. I don't necessarily get it back. Doesn't mean I stop helping those
mm.
people.
Your line's
It's
breaking up a
not
bit. Yeah, but go on. Mm,
it's like I help people because I want to help people. I don't help people because of what I'm going to get back out of it, because I know I'm going to get something that I don't even realize that I'm going to get, which is going to be 10 times better.
mm.
Because when you're helping somebody, you're helping someone improve. How can that be a negative thing? And how are they going to impact on your life in a negative way unless you make it that way?
Mm. I think there is a big difference between supporting others to help them achieve their dream
Mm,
and being competitive. You know, being competitive, for example, in a competitive industry, obviously you doing what you're doing,
mm-hmm,
and somebody else is doing exactly what you're doing. There's a big difference with sharing your trade secrets with that person and advising that person how to develop and grow in the business.
yeah.
It's very different. So I just wanted to make that distinction. Anyway,
Yeah,
you're going.
definitely.
You're
It
going.
is very different, those two. Absolutely, Ronnie. You're totally right.
How are you coping with COVID? The COVID holidays is gradually going
Uh,
away.
I need to see everyone now. I've had enough. Oh gosh, I'm just praying that we are going to get to. We know there's going to be a new normal now, and I'm trying to embrace it. I'm always, ask me 5 years ago, I don't know what I could have said to you,
Mm,
but now I think I'm a very different person in a positive way.
mhm,
I'm trying to embrace change. It's not what I'm used to. I'm a hugger. I
mm,
love people. I love being around people, as you know. I,
mm.
I miss my babies. Um, I miss doing things with people,
Yeah.
make the things I love.
Mm,
So,
mm, mm.
we're doing it in a different way. I know we have technology and everything, but yeah, we'll adapt, but I think we'll be
Fantastic.
better for it. I
We're
think so.
having yeah, we're having the definitely you featuring. We're having the show on Saturday for in memory of George Floyd.
Yes, I received that via Zoom.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Do you have anything you want to say to the family and just for
Um,
healing?
I just I'm really praying that people just come from a place of calm. I think right now the family just needs to be able to grieve and just have that privacy a bit now.
Mm,
I appreciate there's a lot going on, there's a lot of things being said, but I honestly, honestly think we need calm, because from a place of calm, we're able to use better wisdom and understanding and know how to truly make that change moving forward.
thank you so much. Well done. All the best, and look forward to
You're
speaking
very
to you on
welcome. You
Saturday.
too, and take care.
All
Have a
right, darling.
great day.
Take care. Bye.
All right, then. Bye bye.
Well, that was sweet. So, believe in your dream and try to help as much people as you can, so that you can carry as much people as you can. You know, the more people that we carry, the more we are able to carry others. So that was fantastic. So our next guest we having is Bunmi. So just bear with me as I set this up. We go. Our next guest online to talk about There we go. The more people you carry along, the more people that the bigger your dream becomes. Because, selfishness and just you want to achieve everything and you don't want people around you to achieve something, how do we eliminate poverty if we keep doing that? If we keep making sure that we are the only ones who... Hello. Hi, Bunmi, how are you? You live on air?
Oh, hello.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Where's everyone?
Everyone's buzzing.
Great to be on the show again. Hello, everybody.
Yes. Please introduce yourself, please.
Hello, my name is Osiberu. I'm mostly known as Meet the Warriors. I'm the CEO of Meet the Warriors event management company, and I'm also the organizer and founder of Ever Invoke Fashion Show.
Fantastic. So tell us about Ever Invoke Fashion Show before we start.
Oh, Ever Invoke Fashion Show is a show that I set up 7 years ago. As an avenue to allow upcoming fashion designers and all to have a platform, because a lot of people are out there who do great work in the fashion industry, but they don't have a platform to showcase this. So this is why we started Ever Invoke Fashion Show.
Fantastic. How old is it now?
7 years.
Wow. What's kept you to believe in this dream this long?
Oh, well, because we see the people that we are trying to showcase doing well, flourishing, and we see it as we open a lot of opportunity for a lot of great potentials who probably would never have had the chance to showcase themselves if not for Ever Invoke. So seeing them blossom and doing well is amazing for us.
So what's your opinion and what would you have about today? We're talking about believing in your dreams. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, believing in your dream is something that everybody should take on board, because to me, if you don't believe in your dream, nobody else is going to believe in it, because you dreamt the dream, you have the vision, you have what it takes. So you are the only person that can keep it going. Even if you have billions of people out there who support you and believe you, if you don't believe in it, trust me, it's not going anywhere. So it boils down to you. You are the owner of the dream. You are the one that saw the exact picture that was shown to you, or whichever way, whether by idea or something that just comes to mind, or maybe by dream or by instruction by God. Some of us are Christians and we believe that God gives us instruction. So you are the one that is directly there. When nobody was there, you saw the dream. So you've got to believe in it. I have to keep it going, even when it doesn't look like it's making sense to anybody, which is sometimes, most of the time, it's like that. When you bring your dream on board, a lot of people are going to look like you, like, it sounds weird. Are you sure? Does that make sense? Are you sure that it's going to work? But if you are the one that saw the dream, you've got to believe in it. You've got to keep pushing. And when I say keep pushing, take a step at a time and just be persistent. There's one thing that I always say to people: be persistent. Don't ever get to a point where you say, oh, I'm abandoning this dream because it doesn't seem to be working. Every little step you take takes you closer to where you're going, no matter how tiny the step may be. So to me, it's one thing that, that is so important. Believe in your dream. Remember, I say it's your dream, not somebody else's dream. And something that helped me particularly as a person to achieve a lot of my dreams is persistence. And when I say persistent, you work on it every day, every time, wherever you are. Anywhere I go, everything around me talks to me about Ever Invoke. Anything around me talks about this particular. Anything I see gives me an inspiration, because the dream is right there at the back of my mind. So even looking at a tree could give me an inspiration, because to me, everything I'm thinking is about that dream. And I just take every step at a time. And the step you take at a time could just be researching about that particular dream. Just picking up your computer and saying, Google it, or research about it, or check on it. It's something. Because I know a lot of people.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry?
No, sorry, you were saying something. I wanted you to finish.
Yeah, I said a lot of people, one of the reasons that a lot of people don't achieve their dream is because they think it's something that will just happen abracadabra. Imagine the person that dreamt about Disneyland. Sorry, I don't like, I know you don't like us mentioning brand, but sometimes this is the way we can express ourselves. Not all those, that kind of thing. Person that first of all dreamt of it, it will not look, it doesn't look realistic, but look at it today. So a lot of people that have dreams, they just have to take a step at a time.
How do we get over when the shackles and the grass and the weed and all that come to try and the cankerworms, as they say, try to come and take away take our dreams away? How do we cope with that period?
Yeah, that's something that one has to understand, that it comes with a package. There is no way you're going to have a building that you're not going to do a lot of digging and weeding and tilling the ground, or you're going to have a farm or going to bring up a fruit without you working hard and laboring. So all those things that you mentioned, they are part of the package. They are steps that you have to take. They are steps that you have to pass, stages that you have to pass through for you to be able to achieve your dream. Because the dream, you are on this end and the dream is at the other end. Between where you are and the other end, there's a lot of shackles, there's a lot of, like you say, cankerworms, there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of, but you have to tackle them. And you have to keep going, and then never ever give up on them. And whenever you see an obstacle, it's either you see it as a stumbling block or a stepping stone. So
I like that.
It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you how you're going to use it. Like somebody said, if life throws lemon at me, I'll make lemonade out of it. And you will be surprised how much more that you can also achieve between where you are and your dream. You can even achieve other things that you never planned by using those obstacles positively. I know there will be times, don't let me sounding like it's so easy, there will be times that you'll be like, you know what, I don't think I want to continue. Instead of you giving up, you can take a break. You're probably laboring in vain because you're doing it wrong, or you're approaching it wrong. You can step back, take a deep breath, and say, you know what, let me just give it a break for now.
Yeah, I like that.
Then come back to it. So you see it better at that time. Because sometimes when you keep going and you keep forcing it and pushing it, sometimes if you're not careful, you will mess it all up. There have been times that I've been like, you know what, let me just take a break for now. Let me look back. For instance, I have a show that I'm doing at the moment. That show has been on my mind for over 2 years. I've tried everything. I've looked at strategies and how I can bring it on. But you know that all of a sudden, because I kept on working towards it, thinking about it, taking inspiration from here and there, it just clicked. This is it. This is it. And then I didn't waste time. The moment it clicked, it never clicked. I was trying to fix it. It wasn't making sense for 2 years, So the moment it clicked and I could see, wow, this is it, I did not hesitate. I went for it straight away. And it's been fantastic. So sometimes it could be like that. It could take me years of planning, years of strategizing, years of trial and error. Whoever made electricity, you know how many times it tried,
And I watched the show yesterday. Just I don't understand what you're saying sometimes, but you're trying to translate. But I was just laughing. It was quite good.
I know. I'm so sorry. I feel like my people tuning in, but because it's mostly in Yoruba, so a lot of people get a big sense.
Yes.
But the target audience are like 85% Yoruba.
But it's good. It's that's the target audience. That's the niche. Fantastic. Dominate that niche.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
So basically, that's it about dream, Okay. And when you start a dream, when you have a dream as well, sometimes you see it as that. Sometimes dream can be like onions. Until you start unwrapping it, you never know it has so many layers. So you'll be surprised what you'll be discovering. The moment you unveil the first part, just another fresh part, like, wow, I never planned this one. I didn't know this one. And then you unwrap that one and you say, oh my God, there's another layer, yet another layer. That could be in terms of what you gain from the dream, and that could be in terms of challenges as well. Because sometimes when you unravel a particular challenge, you overcome a challenge. By the time you unwrap that one, you find out that there's another challenge laying wait for you.
That's true.
But you know that for every challenge you overcome, you are getting another layer of blessing, or should I say breakthrough. And I always say to people that whenever you're digging a well, for instance, whoever start digging a well is because you have a vision that there will be water somehow down there. That's why you start. And then you keep digging and digging and digging, and you say, you know what? I don't think water is forthcoming, and you abandon it. And then somebody get there and just dig for a few steps, and they find water.
Yep.
Who is the owner of the
water? And all the oil and petroleum and everything comes out, and you're like, oh
no! So if you abandon it halfway, and another person get there and start digging from where you stop, and the person happens to dig just a few digs, and the person find the oil and whatever. You are not the owner. It's the person who discovered that.
That would be so painful, man. Say, no, that's I dug the whole thing.
Exactly. That would be so painful. That's exactly why you should never give up.
Fantastic.
Never.
Thank
because
you so
most
much.
of the time, most people give up too soon, just at the edge of breakthrough.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people give up just at the edge, and then another person will now come and try just a few steps, and the person will discover what you were looking for, and you'll be like, no, I started this, so it's not fair. I was one that who cares? Nobody cares about who started. Everybody cares about who found the solution.
Amazing.
You know?
I have to cut you short now. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. Thanks everyone for listening. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Amazing. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Yes. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's always a pleasure talking to Bunmi. She always comes out with so much wisdom. Right, now we're going to go over to Julie. That's right. You know, it's quite funny that I get a bit. I think I'll be more scared now. Not now, but I think now I'm more scared to give up than to, where I think my concern now is more like, I can't imagine starting something and then giving up on it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because that would to just start something and put all your energy and everything into it and then give up. Oh, that'd be so scary. Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing.
I rushed home from work.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for your call and I went into the kitchen and I said to my family who were visiting, I said, well, he hasn't called me.
Yeah.
He must be late. Well, of course, that was 22:04. So you see, I was so eager. I was an hour early.
That's good. Oh, please introduce yourself, please.
My name's Julie. I'm a bit of everything, really. I'm a children's author. I'm a product developer and an event organizer. And I also manage my own cafe as well. So lots of different things, lots of strings to my bow.
Fantastic. I love the picture of the lasagna you sent me yesterday. That was so yummy. Put mine in the post.
I was going to say I could put one in the post for you. Might not be quite the way you anticipate it when it gets there.
I know. So tell us about the lockdown, the male lockdown event that you got coming up. Is it June?
Well, it's our male lockdown model of 2020. Mm-hmm. And when I did the lockdown pageant a few weeks ago, I had quite a few young men message me and ask me if men could be involved in this or boys could be involved. Mm-hmm. So at the time, because the majority were girls, I thought, well, no, let's do one separate.
Yeah.
So I decided to have a male lockdown model of 2020. Mm-hmm. So that event's coming up on the 16th of June. It'll run on a similar vein to the way we did the lockdown pageant. So all the videos will come in, I will put them in a film, and then we'll watch together on Facebook. And of course, we'll have a set of judges as well. And of course, you can come along and be a model. We would love that.
Yes. Can you imagine me just walking down with my garden with my nice outfit?
Well, get one designed.
So how can people actually register if they need to register, and how much does it cost to register?
It's a £10 fee. Now, all the profits are going to the NHS. We've got a little fund going between us and the models. All the funds are going to the NHS, all the profits, I should say. But the cost of the £10 is really to cover the costs of the sashes and the crowns that will be handed out or posted out. So that's basically it. But any profits will go to the charity.
You've done well, actually. I mean, the last one raised quite a bit for charity, didn't it?
The last one raised £598.
Wow. Wow.
So hopefully we can add to that now as well. So it's just an ongoing little fund we've got going for them. So which of course the NHS is a very worthy cause at this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to make the 30 million that Sir Tom made, but but every little helps, isn't that what counts?
Yes. I just want to put the poster up so everyone can see what we're talking about. So please, if you're watching, you get your boys or men, go on.
Anyone from age 4, boys, men, age 4 and over, if they fancy just being part of this lockdown pageant male modelling competition, then please, just get in touch. And get me on Facebook is the best way to get me. Boys, sorry, I've got 2 dogs here playing.
I can hear them. I think they're hungry. So I want to go for a walk. All right, let's talk about believing in your dream. So,
okay, believe it. Well, do you know, Ronnie, Henry Ford, I love his quote. He said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Now, I've got my own little twist on that. And the way I see it is, if you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. So you are right in both of those. If you think you can do something, then do it. And whether it turns out exactly as it's planned or not, it doesn't matter. But get up and do it again. I'm a great believer. I mean, I do have self-belief. And I think self-belief comes from self-worth. If you value yourself and how you see yourself, if you see yourself as having worth, then you will believe in yourself and you can carry yourself forward on that. So believe that you are somebody, don't think, oh, I'm just this run-of-the-mill person who does nothing. It took me a long time to find myself. I was in a very abusive first marriage and very held down a lot, and I had all this stuff inside of me that wanted to come out and do things and never ever had the chance. And as my children grew and that marriage ended, I found that I found a new me, but it was always inside of me. And I like what Bunmi said. She said about the oil, you don't just dig on the surface, you dig right down, you dig down until and the best is inside. So the best is in you. You just have to keep on bringing it out. You have to dig and try, and don't let people destroy your dreams, whatever dream it is. Your dream could be, well, I don't know. Your dream could be just losing half a stone. It could be buying a new car. It could be going on holiday. Whatever that dream is, just believe that you can do it, because if you believe you can do it, you will do it. And that's basically how I feel. And I believe in myself, and I believe that I have self-worth. And when you have self-worth, I think you believe that you are here for a purpose. And I am a Christian, and I do believe in God, but there are many people that don't. But a lot of people do believe in a higher power of some sort. So if you believe in a higher power, then you believe that you can actually be higher than you are, because a higher power will bring you out of yourself. It will draw you with it. And I believe that that's why we're here, to get the best of each other out of each other, So that's my take on it anyway.
I mean, you talked about, you mentioned a few things there. There was something that they said, if you believe in yourself, it will help you to know your purpose. How do we, I know it's a different topic for a different conversation, a different day. Some people struggle to identify what exactly their purpose is and what they've been created or what they've been born to do. The formula for that, or it just hits you?
I think that develops in the time in our lifetime. I believe totally that we all are born with a specific purpose, and when we've lived that purpose, when we've done that purpose, that our purpose is to help other people, basically, and to see the joy in other people. And that's what I like to do. I love to bring joy to people's lives if I can, in any form. So I think when we're striving for our purpose, when we're looking for our purpose, we need to look around us, look at the people that we're with, look at the people that we associate with, look at the things that we do in our lives. And if we are doing something that is making people happier, more content, bringing joy to their lives, then we are finding our purpose. Because I actually believe that our purpose is to serve and to help other people. And then we find our own, we serve, we help them, and then we find our own inner selves. And then we feel that we can achieve. Service is a wonderful thing. When you serve somebody else, your own problems just whiz out the door.
I agree, yeah.
And so when you're serving and you find that purpose, and I can't explain it how I feel it, but I know that my purpose is to bring joy. It's not about riches. It's not about materialistic things. It is to make people just that little bit happy and to bring joy into people's lives. And if you can do that just to one person, and change that person's life, and the way you speak to people as well, and the way people speak to you, I find that if you speak positively to people, it alters their lives as much as it alters yours. Because what you give out, you get back in one form or another.
I mean, you said something that is hard to explain. That feeling you get when you're a server. When you get your joy from helping other people, there's this joy that you feel within. It's just hard to explain it.
It is hard to. It's like a light, isn't it? It's like a burning inside you. It's like a light. When I see people's faces smile because of something that I've done, then I get that feeling of, wow, I've helped that person, I've loved that person, and the joy that I get back from that. It is the joy that you get back from for yourself, Ronnie.
Yes.
The lockdown pageant, just a little example, the lockdown pageant didn't go so well, as you know. You helped me a little bit with the tech side of it, but it brought so much joy to those people that entered. And they loved it, and they're still posting.
And let me just say this on there: stop kicking yourself saying it didn't go. They all loved it, so I don't know what more you want.
They absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And they found it was great, and it was a new way to present a
fashion show,
a live fashion show and pageant.
Pageant,
and I don't think anybody else has done that quite like me yet. So that's something that I'm quite proud of, actually.
The replay that I watched, I thought it was. I mean, come on, it was good. Just the next one is going to be better, because I'm sure now that you got your old computer, everything all brand new.
Yeah, we've got a new program now. A more up-to-date one. But my joy is my purpose. My purpose is to bring joy, and in the process of bringing other people joy, what joy I get is immeasurable. And I just know that if people want to find their purpose, and if they want to have self-belief and self-worth, just look around you, and actually gratitude helps that self-worth and helps that self-belief as well. We can all moan. I moan about living in the country sometimes because I'm so far away from everything.
You are blessed. There are people that will give an arm and a leg.
But you know what? I know I am so blessed, and I have counted my blessings for these past 12 weeks. The fact that any time of the day, I walk out my door, and I don't see anybody, because I've got this whole mile of mine, just to walk. So every single day, my life didn't change very much, except for the fact that I didn't go out to work. So how blessed am I? And I'm never going to moan about living in the country again.
Yeah. Amazing. We've got a show on Saturday in memory of George Floyd. Do you want to say something or pray for the family?
Quickly? My prayers are with the family and with that man's spirit. But you know what? I read something today that his little girl said, my daddy has changed the world.
Oh.
Now, and he has. I mean, yeah. I know that many people die at the hands of brutality all the time. Every second, somebody is being brutally killed for one reason or another, whether it's race, religion, just because, but this has come to a light, and his purpose in life was probably to bring this to the forefront. We have many, myself, I'm multiracial, and I've suffered racial abuse over the years. So I know what it's like. I moved when I was a teenager. I moved to a predominantly white area, and people didn't want to speak to me. they'd never seen anybody my color, and I'm not, and as I say, I'm multiracial, so, and I suffered that, so I know, and I don't think racial hatred in one form or another is ever going to stop, because there will always be people that hate people for whatever reason, for their race, for their religion, for whatever. But it's up to the good people of the world to come forward and stand up and say something and be there. And this man, no matter what he had done in the past, at this point in time, when I've seen that video, he was complying with all the rules.
Thank you. We'll talk on Saturday, and we've got a show on Saturday, so we'll talk more and we'll do some more healings. Always amazing talking with you, Julie. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for having me, Ronnie. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, bye. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for a great show. We're having a great show so far. We talked to Esther, Bunmi, and Julie. And unfortunately, we couldn't get Chooks on the line, but we'll get him on next week. We're having a show this Saturday from 3 to 5, a special show. You can call in and dial in to talk. It's about healing. There's a lot of people carrying a lot of pain because of George Floyd's incident. So just call in so we can heal together. There'll be some psychiatrists, some doctors, some therapies online to just talk and give us some healing. We're talking about believing your dream today. And we've heard a few comments. And some of the things that struck me was, number one, don't abandon your dream. Be persistent. Take a break if you're tired. If you think that you can't do it, then you won't be able to do it. I love that quote from Julie. And in general and in summary, from my end, I am more worried and more scared of giving up than starting. If I start something, like for example, we started this is our 7th week running this television program. After 6 weeks, I got tired physically because of all the other projects I'm doing, so it was a bit overwhelming again. But I took like 3 or 4 days out just to regain my energy, recharge, and go again. It's just like a job. When you pursue your dream and you feel that you're overwhelmed and you're tired and you're stressed, you can take a break. You can kind of, find a way of giving yourself a short break, even if it's just one day, just to recharge again. And whenever you have quality time or spare time, maximize that time to rest and recharge and switch off. So I understand how it is not to switch off and consistently be going. I wish above all things that you prosper in what you do. Please, don't give up on your dream. Believe in it. Give it food. Fuel that dream. Put water in it. Keep digging. Keep going. Who's anyone to tell you that you can't achieve it? Excuse me. What gives them that authority? What gives them that power to say, no, Ronnie, this thing you're doing is not going to work. You can't do it. Why don't you go do something else? Listen, as I said at the beginning, I'll say it again. Everyone has their own purpose. Everyone has their own lane. Everyone has their own calling. Everyone has their own race. You run your race and let me run my race. You might be faster in running the race than me. That's your gift. I might be slower. That's my gift. Everyone runs at their own pace. The more I keep practicing, the more I keep making mistakes, the more I keep learning, the more I keep understanding how to run quicker. I can't just go to the tracks and say I'm going to run like Usain Bolt tomorrow. It's taking him, 15, 17, 20 years to get that fast. I can guarantee you from the first time he entered that track, he wasn't the fastest. But over time, he got faster and faster and faster by learning, developing techniques, improving. And that's the same thing in your dream that you have. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes learning, it takes cultivating, watering, building. And then it starts to flourish, and then it starts to bear fruits. And as it starts to bear fruit, you have to be innovative and creative to keep it going. I wish above all things that you prosper. You don't give up on your dream. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Please, keep driving and keep going. We'll get there together. I love you all the best, man. Until next time, it's Ronnie J saying one love. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Esther. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you so much, Bunmi, for all today's show. It's been a great, great time. And I love you and I wish you all the best. Thank you.